like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Alford. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So Kentucky's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him.
Turning it on! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now the connection takes it to the 11. really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! They grab the early lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Trying to escape and get it himself.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Scanning the field, it's Alford. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides to back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He wants to take the top off. Snags it down the right side. Slippery slide. Grind his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Finds his man. It's Daniels. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Washington. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Dropping back, it's Alford. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now they'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. 2 set of downs after the completion. Got his man. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Alford. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's Clark. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. While we're through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Caught near the sticks. It's Smart. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Ward. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The RPO, it's complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Those last two runs have been disastrous. Would they dare go to a draw on 3rd and 16? To the air. It's Alford. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Ball will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Gilmore.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strength.
Pulls it in, it's Gilmore. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking for a gap, it's Daniels. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Bringing the heat. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this.
He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him in. It's Gilmore. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. ncaa heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Face the grab. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. It's Gilmore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. from the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Alford. Grabbed behind the line, it's Clark. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Looking downfield, and time is running short. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Gilmore. There he goes. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw, it's Alford. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finding open areas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Shoots it to the left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Trying to set up the screen. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. A lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Gives it on the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as it gets him down to the 37. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Alford. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. And the Longhorns have it with a first and 10. It's complete on the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock.
Touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the fourth.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It's complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bowling. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get...
Brings into the open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Come on, defense. You got to do a better job tackling in the middle of the field. You've got the lead. You know they're going to try to get out of bounds and save clock. You just got to tackle that guy. Someone's got to be able to bring him down, but they couldn't get it done.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Safe completion on the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that. Runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Oh, they're after him. And some room to work. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Past the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! think about that 500-yard four-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State?
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
They'll start this drive with a pass. The quick out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Smart. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Brings it in down the left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Trying play action. Here's a hit. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Bolden. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle. It's gone. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to... Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Makes the catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking downfield, it's Alford. The short hands, it's Clark. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This almost certainly to win the game. And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Man. It's tough for the kicker. Here you are in the fourth quarter. You're trying to break this tie, give your team the lead, and you knock it off the upright.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Scrambling away. He throws into the middle of the field. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. So here comes our first play of overtime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Celebration turned out to be a little premature as that flag takes the score off the board, and we play on. The play fake. Unloads it left. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Third and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. On a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's blocked. Got a hand on it in OT. He picks it up.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
He got it in! defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should. Guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
To the air, it's Ward. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And just saw one there on the crossing route.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. On the move. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He fires one deep down the right side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing.
Got through on the return. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Montgomery. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Ward. He rifles one deep to the left. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that